Alright, so the new pictures just dropped for the new Valorant Episode 2 Act 3, and I feel like now we have the whole story to what this island actually is. I'm Valorant Fatman, and if you want more content like this, considering liking the video. I won't even ask you to subscribe. Just like the video if you want to be followed up on what happens on the new Episode 2 Act 3 map. So last time we did get a few new pictures, such as this one, the new Wonder picture, and I really do feel like that they actually somehow get on the ship or escape. It seems like this is Kingdom's own ship, and I don't know what they were doing on the ship, but this is exactly what I'm gonna be telling you. Now you can see, of course, an escort, and you can see this simple ships also in this picture on the right. So the Lost at Sea, the big ship actually did crash, but these smaller ships did not. And this is what really confuses me. Now, what happened is that most likely some sort of Radianite island actually destroyed this ship, shipwrecked the Valorant agents and both the Valorant enemy team or the Valorant Kingdom team on such an island. And yes, it is a beautiful island, it has beautiful location, it has mountains, but the Valorant agents are now still shipwrecked on this big island that they have to even fight on. And yes, they are as well relaxing after or before the fight, which we can see in the holidays card. But what's a really important note here, we can actually see a building in the distance. This is what really caught my attention. So this basically confirms that this island is in fact owned by Kingdom. We have a simple theory for this. Every single location so far where Valorant agents fight for is owned by Kingdom or influenced by Kingdoms for some way. So for example, Bind, which is a huge facility for making Radianite, the power source energy, is owned. The whole city is basically owned by Kingdom itself. And the right side of the picture, we can see some sort of a very modern building next to two ships. So one is like this older ship that is kinda almost unusable, and the other ship is actually this beautiful, nice looking modern ship. Now, one thing we do not know is how Kingdom actually uses this island for what gain, and I feel like either they store some sort of Radianite, they make some experiments on this island, but it's very likely that this island was abandoned by Kingdom. So it is in Caribbean. The agents got lost in the Bermuda Triangle and they went up to this abandoned, beautiful looking island that looks like a paradise, but in fact Kingdom was already there. They just abandoned all of their items, all of their loot, and it makes total sense. Now, why they abandoned it, we are not sure. What we do know though is if we get a huge, beautiful looking Caribbean jungle, it's something I want to play on. But I feel like the new agent is actually on this island as well. So if you imagine, Yoru was on Icebox, Yoru was experimented with Icebox, and it seems like that the new agent could be in fact living in this new Caribbean island that I was talking about. I feel like he's a pirate, and that he is really connected with the island itself. He kind of meets the agents there, and then they fight against Kingdom. Yoru, which was in Icebox, was experimented by Kingdom. Surely this island was destroyed by Radianite in some form, like there is some damage done to the island. And really, the new agent is probably not happy with Kingdom itself. I mean, who's happy with Kingdom? Every single person so far has been affected by Kingdom. So for example, Jet got her abilities, which she did not want. Omen was a scientist and he got affected by Kingdom as well. And Sage wants to help people and prevent what Kingdom is doing to other people. So I'm guessing Kingdom is actually experimenting with people to turn them into agents, to turn them into superpowers, because superpowers are pretty pricey. So this Caribbean agent actually does help our previous agents such as Yoru. And what we do know is that the new location is most likely made as a paradise by Kingdom. That is also one possibility. Kingdom is advertising it as a paradise, but in fact it is using Radianite to expose people and to give them superpowers instead. And that's how it was really abandoned. Maybe the project, Kingdom was in fact under fire for getting their files leaked, and that was most likely that Radianite is a huge danger, so everyone who was having a vacation here was actually exposed to Radianite. And we still have no idea who these two agents are, or if they're in fact from Kingdom themselves, but if you start the menu screen, you can actually see these two looking out at the other agents. It is very confusing. Who are they? We do not know yet, but maybe we'll find out in the future. But to me, they both kind of look male and female, so they could be CEOs of Kingdom, or they could be their own agents, which is a tease that one male and one female agents are coming to Valorant. One thing I am never sure of is this desert island, or whatever it is, and why Killjoy is standing here, but this was a teaser that was here a long time ago. And it feels like they never told us any story about this satellite or anything. But Kingdom definitely has a lot of abandoned facilities that they simply abandoned because they didn't have money, the stocks were falling, or more reasons that the agents destroyed them, in fact. But we're gonna be getting more information pretty much soon on this because, well, the island is dropping in about 2 weeks and I'm so excited to see what Riot brought up to us. But this is Fatman Valorant signing out for today. Be sure to like the video to hear more about the Valorant Episode 2 Act 3 tomorrow.